Hello everybody, I had an idea about making videos for each of the astrological star signs and giving you some information about each one. And as my birthday is October 15th, I thought I would start with Libra, as it's the one that I obviously know the best. So I'll tell you a bit about Libras. Now first of all, they are the most diplomatic of the star signs. They are people who do not do confrontation, they do not like any kind of real aggression, and they're very good at seeing other people's point of view. They're very good at putting themselves in other people's shoes so they can empathise and really feel how the other person is feeling. Because the sign for Libra is the scales, they're very good at balancing things out, so that helps them to see other people's point of view in an argument. And if they're a mediator, which they do very well, they will help other people see the other person's side of the argument as well. So they're very diplomatic, very tactful, don't like upsetting people. The risk of that is that they sometimes will submit their own point of view. They will, or their own ideals or their own interests, so that they kind of fit in with what they think other people like and what other people want. So they're very good at kind of being a chameleon and fitting in with other people. But I say that can backfire, because it means that their own needs and their own interests are suppressed and not met, and obviously that then can cause resentment down the way. But of course, being a Libra, you won't say anything about it. So you'll suppress it rather than kind of burst in the fireball of anger. Rah! So yeah, it can be interesting. The other key thing about being a Libra is that relationships are everything. Like, being with other people works much better for a Libra than being on their own. So they're fascinated by relationships of all kinds, not only romantic, but also business and friendship and family. They're fascinated by the way that people interact with each other and the way that people get along and why they're not getting along, or they should be getting along. So it's really interesting. And as I say, they work much better within a group than they do on their own. What's interesting about a Libra though is that they feel that being in a relationship is really important, and I'm talking romantically now. Being in a relationship is everything, but Libras suffer from a bit of the grass is greener on the other side syndrome. So what happens is a Libra will be in a relationship and will want to be with that person 24/7. They'll want to be everything about them, and oh my God, you're amazing, I love you so much. And it's almost like being in love with the idea of being in love. But after a while, they get a bit like, I wish this person would just go away and leave me alone so I can have some time to myself and some independence. And they'll crave that and be on their own. And so then, one way or another, they'll be on their own, whether it's in the relationship or single. And then they'll want to be in a relationship again. So round and round and round we go. Yeah, and that can cause some problems, of course, as I'm sure you'd be aware. I suppose kind of the best thing for a Libra would be to be in a relationship with somebody that also allows them to be on their own, so that they can go off and do their own thing, but know that that person is there when they need them. Totally selfish and totally not great, but what are you going to do? Libras love beauty around them. They're very much the visual and very much luxurious kind of things. They do very well with kind of, the fake furs and all the finery and all the wonderful, beautiful things around them. But at the same time, we're quite lazy. So, if a Libra's going to have a beautiful home, they need to have some help. So a lot of Libras you'll find will have a cleaner, because one of the worst things for Libra is doing the housework. They want a beautiful home, but don't really want to put the effort in of getting it, so they have to get people to come and help them. not great, but you know, they'll always gravitate towards the beauty, so they'll be interested in things like art and beautiful architecture and landscapes and all that kind of thing, really things to look at, the visual. The other thing about a Libra is they can be quite indecisive. I think I forgot what I was going to say then. Very indecisive people, because they can see both sides, so they're weighing up stuff all the time. You know, I have been known to stand in a sweet shop for 10 minutes deciding what chocolate bar I want to have. It's that bad. But once a Libra has made up their mind, nothing, and I underline that 3 times in red, nothing will move them. They become very stubborn because it's taken them such a long amount of time to make a decision. Once they have, that's it. It's done. Forget about it and move on. So yes, we're indecisive, we're well known for it, but once we've made a decision, you know, it's good, we're all good, we know what we're doing, it's fine. Libras are lovely people. I say they try their best to get on with everybody. They're very charming, they're very open-minded, very non-judgmental. We can be accused of being a bit of a flirt at times, simply because we are very charming, like I said, and we get on with people and we're interested in people. That can mean that we come across as being a bit flirtatious, but it's not necessarily done with intention. Sometimes we don't know that we're doing it, so we're not completely guilty. Although sometimes we do like a good flirt as well, so what are you going to do? So Libras, in a nutshell, they are people who kind of sort problems out as long as it doesn't use aggression or violence, because we don't do that. Don't do confrontation. Very nice, happy people to have around. Just, you know, make sure that you kind of help us make decisions and help us do our housework, and things will be fine. So that's Libra, that's me. And I will do each of the star signs. I'll do a video for each one, so don't worry. No, you will get to find out a bit about maybe yourself or your family or your friends or your romantic partner, wherever it is. So I'll do one for each one. So this was Libra, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will speak to you soon. Love and light.